Tour veteran, BYU Athletics Hall of Famer, and the pride of golf in Davis County, Utah. Daniel Summerhays joining us on the Deseret First Credit Union hotline via Zoom. Daniel, great to have you with us. We appreciate the time during a very busy segment of your life. I'm sure you feel well rested, right?
So well rested. You know, yesterday was one of those days that kind of can change your mind about some things, but it was a short night, we'll say that. And then the power went out, which the phone had to run out to the car at 2 a.m. and grab my phone charger out there, you know. So needless to say, I'm still in my favorite sweatpants and my favorite hoodie sweater. So
let's see the hoodie.
All right, you ready for that?
Oh yeah,
BYU golf. Yep.
Yeah, baby.
Team issue. That's team issue right there. Yeah.
0405 probably.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's still got the tan in there. Right. I don't think that would fly with the Nike contract right now.
Yeah, they changed that luckily.
Daniel, it was extremely exciting to say the least, watching you play that final round at the Utah Championship yesterday. What was that like emotionally for you?
It was a flood of gratitude and thanksgiving, to be honest. I mean, I've never smiled that much after bogeying the 72nd hole in my life. And to feel all that, you know, I walked off and a gallery just like formed, you know, every media, every volunteer, everybody was just right there. I could only imagine what the scene might have been like had there been fans out there, but my hair all over my body was standing on end. I mean, just straight goosebumps for a full minute, just complete. My whole body was just filled with gratitude, and it was a sensational, my best final round I've ever played. Pretty much a flawless round of golf, 8 birdies and an eagle. Woo. And yeah, it was in kind of some tricky, windy conditions. So what a send-off round.
And let's break that down. But first off, I hope that what you had on the last round is what we have at the end of our lives and when we walk into the next life. That sort of reception, that sort of feeling, right? Like, oh, I birdied my life, and here I am, hopefully in heaven, you know? Like, you had hopefully a taste of that.
It just depends how much time you spend on Family Tree or Family Search, I guess, probably, right?
Who shows up? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Why are there 3 people here?
How much indexing you've been doing.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, you shoot 62, as you mentioned. You work yourself into a sudden death playoff at 20 under for the tournament on your home course, no less. And we're talking like storybook stuff. Doesn't end with a victory. But all things considered, how do you feel about the overall result?
Oh, it's incredible. If you would have told me beginning the week that, one, I'd make the cut, I'd be like, oh, sweet. If you told me I would have shot 4 rounds in the 60s, I've been like, yeah, right, you're kind of joking. And then if you would have told me I would have lost in a playoff, I just said you need to get checked into a clinic, you know. But it was unbelievable. It was magical. I was walking down one of the fairways as I was, you know, right in the hunt again. I was like, this is like a ESPN 30 for 30 kind of story right here, you know? like what are they going to name this episode? Like shortest retirement ever, or, you know, like golfer becomes teacher, becomes pro golfer again. Like, what are they going to name the episode? So it was fantastic.
Yeah, they just had the Long Gone Summer.
Exactly.
Yeah. They just had Long Gone Summer with Sammy Sosa and Mark McGuire, so why not Long Gone Summerhays?
Summerhays.
Oh,
nice.
I love it. I love it.
Anchor Boy
look at this guy.
Again.
Jeez, he did it.
There's a reason he's at KSL as well. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, I want to flash back to an interview you and I had at halftime of a women's soccer game back in 2006. There's no way you remember this. But you just played the Goodwin, and I think topped. You did something that I was saying. You did something that Tiger Woods and Jack, I meant to say Nicholas did, but I said Nicholson, and you chuckled. I don't know if you recall this, Blub, but yeah.
I do now. Oh, yeah, no, I do now, yeah. for sure.
That was rookie me that probably still has the same level of intelligence.
We've come a long way in 14 years, and
have we?
You know, my wife. Yeah, I mean, give yourself some credit, Ben. You're good. My favorite story of my wife is when we first met and we were becoming friends. I shot 61 in the Rose Park Open, and there was a little spot in the paper saying Daniel Summerhays career low round, and she got so mad. She's like, "Why? He has one bad day. Why do they have to post it in the paper? One low round." So Jack Nicholson, low rounds being bad in golf. We all get a free pass.
It happens. How many times have you played Oakridge, by the way? Is that the home course? Is this? I mean, that's part of the 30 for 30 field of this, right?
Yeah, that is where that's where I've grown up playing. That's where I learned the game. Every night when I was a little kid, my dad would take us out basically at dusk, and we'd play 1, 2, 3, 9, a little 4-hole loop, and it would take us 35 minutes, and that's what we did every night pretty much. Give my mom a break from all of our craziness at home. But yeah, that's where I learned to play the game. That's where I practice. That's where I play. I'd have to think how many rounds I've probably played the front 9 there over 1,000 times. I would have to imagine, and the back 9 probably not too far off of that. So it is home, and it was a home cooked event.
Daniel Summerhays with us on BYU Sports Nation. I have to ask, are you considering unretiring now after that amazing round?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That it would be the shortest retirement ever. No, I think I'm gonna fly to Colorado and maybe play Colorado. It starts on Wednesday, which I didn't realize until late last night at about 2 a.m. Because I think they're trying to give another day for travel on the other end of the tournament. So it actually goes Wednesday to Saturday. So I have to get out there by tomorrow before noon to get my COVID test so that I'm eligible to play. So it's been a whirlwind, but honestly, I woke up this morning and I still feel the pull and the urge to change directions, to continue with teaching and coaching and the home family life, because I even though you do have the game, it's not always the right decision for everybody, and I'm still battling it. Things will continue to evolve and as it always does, but currently I still feel like the decision that I've made is the right one. Even with or without status, it's knowing when to stop on your own terms, and that's a personal decision for everyone. Lorena Ochoa, you guys may not know that name, but she was ranked number 1 in the world women's golf rankings, and she walked away as number 1. And I think it's an incredible example. And not that I'm number 1, I'm so far away from being to where I once was or whatnot, but to kind of have status and not feel like I'm being forced out because of bad play, but then to choose the path of a teacher, coach, family, home life, I think is a neat position to be in.
Yeah, and what went into that decision, and when did you first start thinking about that? And did it surprise you at all that you started to feel that way, or was it something that came naturally?
I think I've continued to learn a lot about myself over the years, and there've been a couple instances where, well, a lot of instances, I was ready to switch gears of profession even before I ever got on the PGA Tour. You always think after you miss 4 cuts in a row, you're like, well, maybe it's dental school, or maybe it's, maybe I should go get my MBA, or it started from an early stage in my golfing career, but the teaching coaching route was probably in the last 4 years or so. I can't remember what interview it was, but somebody asked me, what do you see yourself doing after golf? And I thought about it for a minute, and it wasn't like a flippant comment. And I thought about it, and I was like, I'd probably want to teach lifetime activities at the high school and teach health and coach the boys golf team. You know, because I mean, there's not a backyard game or a sport that I don't enjoy, whether it's can jam in the backyard or pickleball or badminton or coob. I know everybody knows about coob and spike ball and bocce. I mean, you name it, I love playing it. And so I was like, yeah, I do that. And then my career has been trying to take my slightly short, stubby frame to a decent physical athlete, you know? And so I've learned a lot about health and diet and exercise. And I was like, man, I just have a lot of knowledge that I could share. And so about 3 or 4 years ago, after I said that, it kind of got the wheels turning. And then as you start to play I wouldn't say bad golf, but not as consistent as you'd like, and you see all these young guns come up pushing you out a little bit, it's like, well, maybe it's time to switch gears. You know, people change careers a lot in their life, and there's nothing wrong with that. So my brother-in-law, he reached out and said, hey, your old high school basketball coach is the career and technical director of Davis School District.
Who is that? Jay Welk?
That's Jay Welk, baby.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. So Coach Welk, we won state basketball championship together, and he's been a good support and friend over all these years. And I sent him my transcripts and got in touch with Jim Hamblin down at the SAB there, and Jimbo sent over my transcripts, and we, kind of said, well, you could teach business, you could maybe teach some PE stuff. And it's like, well, I don't really have a ton of interest in the business side, but let's see what we can do. Anyway, 2 years pass, and he reached out again and said, hey, love to go to lunch with you and talk over a few things. And that kind of got the ball rolling. And he basically said, hey, it's not about the money. You basically be volunteering your time, 60 hours a week for free almost. But it did. It really started to sink in. I was like, oh, I could have an amazing impact, I feel like, on my community and the people around me here and the rising generation. And I feel like I related really well to them. And I feel like I'm a natural born teacher. I feel like I have a lot of information, which hopefully I can turn into wisdom, but that people need. And so here we are. And I still, even after kind of regaining pretty much full status on the Korn Ferry Tour via yesterday's performance, I don't know if my feelings are changing. Now I'm going to give myself liberty to have those feelings continue to evolve, but I still kind of feel that way. I feel like it just might be the call this next step that I want to heed.
Daniel, much respect to you, man. It's always great to talk with you and get insight into what is an extremely intriguing situation for you. Congratulations on a fantastic career. And make sure you save some time to be our BYU Sports Nation golf analyst, okay? Can you fit that in there?
I will do that.
Teaching?
I will do that.
Okay.
I will. Sign me up.
Let's go, man. It's time for you to rip apart everyone's swing that you always wanted to.
Just analyze it to death. You first, Spencer.
Okay.
You first.
I volunteer as tribute.
Okay. I love it.
All right, Danny. We'll talk to you again soon, man. Take care.
Thanks, brother.
Thanks so much, guys.
Daniel Sorensen on the Deseret First Credit Union Hotline. Daniel Summerhays.
Yep.
I said Sorensen. Ha! Daniel Summerhays. Long gone Summerhays. On the Deseret.